A long time ago in a question corner, Oda answered a question stating that some devil fruits are just better than others. Akainu's devil fruit with the power of magma is better than Ace's devil fruit with the power of fire. Aokiji's ice fruit is better than Monet's snow fruit. Mach Weiss's ton fruit is better than a simple kilo fruit from Miss Valentine. What's crazy about this is we have confirmed a better version of the flower fruit. At least in my opinion, if you want to compare the two. So, let's get into the usual video. Hello Internet, I am the hero of Julios once again with another One Piece chapter summary. This week's chapter is chapter 1054, Flame Emperor. And Oda spared no punches in getting back from his 1 month long vacation because we have stuff on Sabo, we got stuff on Shanks, we got stuff on the Admiral who has come to reign on Wano's glorious parade. So let's start where Oda started. The Scabbards, minus Kiku and Kinemon, have decided to head to the outskirts of Wano to meet with the Green Bull himself as he is currently making his way downtown. Shinobu's there as well, but at this point I kind of consider her a Scabbard. Her loyalty definitely made up for the betrayal that was Kanjuro, so I would say I would consider her an unofficial Scabbard at this point. I'm sure Odin would feel the same way. Actually, let's ask Yamato, because as Big Green Bull is showing up to fight, Yamato and Momonosuke also show up to meet up with him and cause this ruckus just outside of Wano's doors. They don't want to bring this attention to Luffy after all he's done for them, but something tells me, well, I don't know how long they're gonna last. Ryukyugu has the power of the forest fruit. And if that doesn't sound intimidating enough, it is a Logia type, which checks out. Logia type devil fruits are nature itself. The fire, the magma, ice, snow. Logia type devil fruits are actual things that occur in nature. A forest occurs in nature. He ate the forest fruit and now is a power that rivals the sea itself. He is land. You thought it was scary that Robin could sprout her flowers anywhere and snap your neck. Imagine a guy that can sprout his flowers anywhere and drain you of your life force while also crumbling your house to the ground. But the only thing more terrifying than Green Bull's power is his ideology. We were really hoping for someone who definitely lived up to the "I'm an admiral and you should fear me," and boy howdy did we get one. Fujitora, super nice guy. Wonderful dude. Power of gravity, can summon meteors, but lets a pirate go if he has saved an entire nation from the tyranny of another pirate. Not this guy. This guy flat out says the celestial dragons are the kings of this world. They are like gods and goddesses. And the fact that you guys are not a part of the world government means you are a target. I will admit that I read a translation off of a random website for this week's chapter because I just got so excited I had to talk about it now while it's fresh in my head. If the wording is different, I will put something in the box below me, or I might even just cut myself in on Sunday when I actually read the official release on Viz. But the way he words it is the world is built on hierarchies, and prejudice breeds stability. So, we got Akainu with his absolute justice, and now we've got Ryukyugu with prejudice, justice, prejudice justice? Prejudice? What's the single word for prejudice? Is prejudice even a plural? I'm getting off subject. Now granted, Yamato was able to hurt the guy, so it doesn't seem like he is completely invincible. Plus, Yamato and Momonosuke are both here, and Momonosuke is in dragon form, so we've got the power of ice and fire on our sides. And as a grass-type Pokemon trainer, I can tell you that having an ice-type and a fire-type fighting you, it basically spells doom for you. Unfortunately, it seems Momonosuke hasn't mastered Blast Breath yet, so Yamato's on her own. Although, unfortunately for Yamato, Momonosuke gave her a direct order to stay out of this. Of course, while Momo was telling her to stay out of this, he was being wrung like a pool towel, so I'm not exactly sure what Momo's strategy is here. Maybe make the guy feel so bad for him that he gives up, but he's got the durability of Kaido's devil fruit, so I doubt Momo's gonna die. It's just interesting to see how this fight is gonna go out. Unfortunately, that's all we get for that fight just outside of Wano's borders. However, outside of Wano's outside borders, we cut to the ocean with Shanks. Shanks is here now. We all thought, oh, okay, we're going to see Shanks in the next arc probably because, we're reaching the end of One Piece. No. Shanks decides to come to Wano. He's even reminiscing. He's standing there. He's like, oh, man, look at this newspaper. Like, Luffy's an emperor now. I'm so proud of him. And, oh, Wano's making me feel so nostalgic. Oh, I bet Hiyori and Momonosuke are all grown up now, which is really funny when you think about it because Shanks doesn't know about the time jump, because Wano's been closed off. So as far as Shanks knows, Momonosuke grew up 20 years naturally into an adult. And he's gonna meet Momo as an adult. So he has no clue what happened. It's gonna be interesting to see him brought up to speed on that. But even that's not the craziest part about Shanks today. No. Oda decides to hit us up with Shanks having this lovely little flashback of how he caught the Gum Gum fruit off of the enemy ship. We get a look at a young Who's Who before Shanks stole the Gum Gum fruit. Interestingly enough, Who's Who did not know what the Gum Gum fruit was. You even hear him say, why are the pirates attacking us? We don't have some big treasure. We just have some low-level devil fruit. It's just the one that makes you rubber. So, I want to know why Shanks knew. Did Shanks know? Is there some information that Shanks is going to share with us when he finally makes it to Wano? Furthermore, it seems like Shanks has no intention of interacting with Luffy while he's here. Mostly because of what Bartolomeo did, which kind of bums me out. I was really hoping that Shanks and Bartolomeo had become like dude bros over their mutual love of Luffy, but like Shanks says, we can't just ignore that he burnt down my flag in the name of Luffy. So, emperor to emperor, we can't pretend like we're best friends here. I have to slap you on the wrist or do something. So, I'm interested to see where Shanks goes with this. But even that's not the craziest thing that happens with Shanks. No. He sits down with Ben Beckman and he says, hey, buddy, Ben, I think it's time that we go get it. And at first I'm thinking, okay, he's going to go get the straw hat. We're going to have Luffy and Shanks duking it out for the hat because Luffy is an emperor. Luffy is considered a great pirate, according to Shanks. Luffy would probably only consider himself great once he has become the king of the pirates. But that's not what Shanks is talking about. Shanks is talking about the One Piece. Why is Shanks in Wano if he's talking about getting the One Piece? Is this to do with the Pluton? What does Shanks know about the Pluton? What does Shanks know, period? Who did he talk to the Gorosei about? Why did he know the Gum Gum fruit was special? What is Shanks' master plans in all of this? Maybe we'll get this revealed in the next chapter, but once again, as questions get answered, questions get created, and Oda moves on to the next thing. As I'm standing here, though, I will share with you my brief little theory about why Shanks is going to go after the One Piece now. Roger and Rayleigh both knew they were too early. And while Shanks never set foot on Laugh Tale, Shanks has gone to Laugh Tale. So, the reason Shanks might be in Wano is simply so that he can read Kaido's poneglyph, or obtain the information from it from the residents of Wano. Maybe even telling Luffy, hey, I'm here for the road poneglyph to Wano. If you don't fight me on this, I will take the information from that one. I will tell you where the one you're missing is, and we'll go our separate ways. I'll meet you there if I don't get there first. We're not exactly sure what the timing is on it, but we know it's close. And we know Luffy, storyline-wise, is going to be the one to fulfill whatever X amount of time needed, prophecy, promise, thingamajig is going to happen. But now is the time to mobilize if you're Shanks, because you know you're close and you know you're powerful enough to do it, and you know your competition is the kid that really likes you, Buggy, and Blackbeard. If Shanks can team up with Luffy and take out Blackbeard, the One Piece is cakewalk. So that's my theory. I think the reason Shanks is mobilizing now is because now is the time to do it. And did you think Oda would come back from a month-long vacation and just give us a tiny little, like, nugget of information? Just this passing glance of Shanks showing up in Wano and the power of the forest fruit? No, those are just two minor details. Let's talk about Sabo and how he murdered King Cobra. For those of you who don't remember, that's Vivi's dad, King of Alabasta, a descendant of the original Celestial Dragons, the one family that decided not to live in Mary Joie. Yeah, he got assassinated, which completely makes sense all the way back when, people were looking at the newspapers and they were like, oh my gosh, I can't believe Sabo did this, oh no, and Koala was like, Sabo, say it ain't so, and we all knew Sabo wasn't dead, or at least I knew. That's too obvious, too off-screen for a killing of a character that important. Plus, Sabo is carrying on Ace's will. If Sabo were to just die off-screen, that's kind of a slap in the face to Ace's death. But Sabo assassinating someone? Yeah, that's definitely on my dartboard of things I was gonna guess. So, King Cobra, apparently. My guess is Sabo is being framed for the great cleansing that Eam wanted. So Eam probably told the Gorosei kill Cobra and Vivi and, make it look like Sabo did it, or make it look like someone did it. And because Sabo showed up, oh, by the way, Sabo succeeded on his mission. He managed to get Kuma out. Kuma is free. Maybe Jewelry Bonnie's involved in that somehow. But regardless, Sabo went there, got his buddy, went home. Oh, and, oh man, a lot happened in this part. So let me back up. So to sum up, Cobra's been assassinated. Sabo is to blame. Probably not. Also, Vivi has gone missing. My guess, here's how I'm guessing things went down. Sabo popped out of the ground with the rest of his team. They went to Kuma. They grabbed Kuma. They got in a big fight with Fujitora and Ryukugu. And then they, managed to get out. However, during the scuffle, that's when Cobra got assassinated. And noticing that Cobra was murdered and the princess was in trouble, I think Jewelry Bonnie spirited away Vivi. Either turned her into a kid, turned her into an elderly woman, however Bonnie uses her abilities, I think she snuck away with the princess, maybe met up with the Revolutionary Army later, but whatever the reason, Vivi is unaccounted for and we still don't know why. I'm putting money on Bonnie, with my second choice being with the Revolutionary Army. The only other thing that seemed to have happened majorly during the kerfuffle of saving Kuma was apparently St. Charlos was almost murdered. There was an attempted murder on his life, and Mjosgard just completely pardoned it. So, if he wasn't your favorite Celestial Dragon now, I don't know what's up with you, but Mjosgard just completely pardoned whoever it was that tried to murder Charlos. My favorite punching bag in all of One Piece. I'm looking forward to the next time Charlos is on screen, because every time he's been on screen so far, he gets hit and the person who hit him gets away with it. So, he's the only Celestial Dragon that's been struck ever, and had the people who struck him got away with it. On top of that, he's been struck twice so far. And now there's been an attempted murder on him. Unless they're talking about when Sai and Leo went after Charlos, but they're not really the murdering type. So I don't think that was really counted as a murder or an attempted murder. I think that was just them trying to fight. I think there was an actual murder attempt, but regardless, it was funny. I enjoyed it. I'm very happy that once again Charlos got the punches he always deserved. The chapter ends with us learning about 8 rebel kingdoms who have all decided to begin their revolutionary rebellion against the world government as their kings were returning from the reverie. So their kings were not involved in this, it was just the kingdoms themselves. It's also mentioned that there were 8. I'm not sure if that's a super significant number or not, or if that's just a number Oda picked, but 8 kingdoms are now currently rebelling against the world government itself, using Sabo as their rallying cry, even going as far as to call him the Flame Emperor. The reason I think that's so cool is Flame Emperor was the name of Ace's biggest, most powerful attack. When, he threw the big Flame Emperor at Blackbeard and their two attacks met on that island. So having Sabo be named after that as this rallying cry of freedom is poetic. It's beautiful, and I enjoy it. And I'm not sure who this guy is. The one that they show at the last panel. He's got like this big bandana on his mouth that says freedom on it, and he's basically being the leader of whatever rebellion is going on whichever kingdom he's a part of. But yeah, 8 kingdoms, 8 rebellions, and Akainu promises that no matter where they are, no matter what they're doing, he is going to snuff it out. So get ready to hear about 8 kingdoms disappearing. Probably maybe even Buster called. So that's kind of a dark note to end things on. So let's just sum everything up, because a lot happened and I just want to make sure everybody's on the same page. Green Bull has the power of the forest fruit. He is terrifying and he is a force of nature itself. Shanks is in Wano, looking for the One Piece, probably not literally, but looking for a piece that will help him head towards the One Piece. Maybe we'll get a Shanks-Luffy interaction, maybe we won't. Maybe Shanks is going to fight Ryokyugu, who knows. But Shanks is in Wano, and Shanks is finally making his move to the One Piece. Finally, Sabo is accused of the murder of Nefertari Cobra, and Vivi has gone missing, probably also connected to this assassination, but we're not really sure. Finally, Akainu has sworn to snuff out all revolutionary forces in the 8 kingdoms that are currently rebelling against the world government. Let me know in the comments your thoughts on this chapter, because this was a pretty heavy one when it came to things that happened. So I'm listening in for other YouTubers' opinions. I'm going to read some forums. I'm going to watch some videos. A lot's happening, and a lot is happening very quickly. But as always, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. This is the Hero of Julios, Xing out.